to play. Yeah.
All statements and opinions in this video are of Rhino churches, and I may.
Come on, motherfucker. Dang this thing, man. Come on, this stupid shit. I just had it. There we go. Boom.
Yes, I use a straw. I don't want to mess up my lipstick. It is what it is. I'm Nicole Arbor, and welcome to episode 3 of the Jelly Roll Files. I think it's time for a quick recap. Jelly Roll, aka the cosplay Christian, is not who he seems. And over the last month, I've been showing exactly who Jelly Roll, his wife Bunny XO, and their friends are. Mostly in their own words. I didn't even really have to say it. I just had to show you. Here's Jelly Roll, who is now publicly advocating for formerly incarcerated people to be able to get their gun rights back, threatening to shoot another recording artist. This was caught on hidden camera just a couple years ago.
Listen, we got real smoke with it. It's not no pull up and talk shit. I'm gonna shoot everything I see about that. Fuck them. And it's mama with dad.
Jelly Roll got in my face, pushed me, threatened to kill me, and spit on me, smeared me over and over, and called people to destroy my entire career over rumors spread and invented by his wife. We've identified that Jelly Roll and his wife have a smear campaign crew. The second I started talking, they sent their smear campaign army after me, which consists of course, a motley crew of criminals who consistently do their bidding.
I'm so fucking mad right now.
Bunny had her book come out, and there was instant controversy attached because 1, it sounds a lot like Jenna Jameson's life story. 2, she hit the New York Times bestsellers list, allegedly selling 200,000 books instantly. But the thing is, the top authors in the world don't sell that many. They are a controversy factory. They manufacture fake stories, get publicity off these fake stories, and that's how they get known for their other projects. Are their followers real? That's hard to say. Bunny's BFF Jessie Lawless was in another massive scandal online, again involving violence to women. In her own words,
Wow. So, thanks for popping in. It's Sunday, my Sunday show stream. And, yeah, this just popped up, as you can see, 3 hours ago. So I'm watching it, and I'm going to react to it with y'all. Thanks for watching. I don't know if I can see the comments, and I'm not even going to fucking try, because it's just going to make a bunch of bullshit. So, I appreciate you commenting, but I'm still having technical difficulties.
she beat a woman so bad she was bleeding like a faucet. She bragged about this on TikTok.
She bled like a fucking faucet too. We had to clean up blood all over the hotel room.
Countless victims of this group have come forward with their stories of everything ranging from abuse, strangulation, blackmail, threats of murder, stealing their work, being roofied in their presence, hired smear campaigns against them, and overall pretty much the Diddy playbook to a T on fear and intimidation. Oh, this is all while Jelly Roll pretends to be a Christian.
I want to fucking hit this young man with the open hand of the Lord.
My diss track Cosplay Christian got over 6 million
The open hand of the Lord.
views across streams so far. But this odd thing happens. Articles go up about Jelly Roll, and then suddenly they're taken down. We've established that TMZ very likely has a deal with Jelly Roll, and it's alleged that he's the one who leaked the footage of Morgan Wallen saying the N-word while very drunk or possibly drugged to TMZ. Why would he do that? Well, the second Morgan Wallen's career came down, his went right up. Peculiar timing, isn't it? Nay. We established that comedian and podcaster Bobby flew to Nashville, did a podcast with Jelly Roll and Bunny. It was very awkward and creepy.
I just want to know why you hide all that body. Like, you've got a body on you, baby.
Yeah.
You're a masochist. Sadist. A sadist. People who like pain.
That's not me.
I don't think Satanists worship the devil either. I think
What do
they
you
believe
mean?
that they're
And then later on that trip, it seems
What do you mean?
like she was
Holy
roofied.
fuck.
She was then carried out of a bar, dead weight like a doll, and there was somehow somebody planted across the street waiting to capture
With
this
a
footage,
camera.
which was sold to TMZ minutes later. We also established that TMZ will not write a single negative thing about Jelly Roll, and it's been alleged over and over and over that they have meme pages, TMZ, People Magazine, and a bunch of other media outlets on retainer. That would mean that they're paying them a monthly fee to constantly pump out stories about them. This gives the illusion of fame without actually having to have the talent or accolades to back it up. Speaking of accolades, it was questioned over and over whether Jelly Roll is buying the awards that he gets. Considering the people that he should be against have higher ticket sales, better rankings on everything from Billboard to iTunes, and overall, he's not even really a contender when it comes to country or Christian music. If you just look at the stats, of course. How did I forget that we also found clips of Bunny saying that she's from a long line of witches, and then openly talks about having hired witches for her monthly spells.
You guys have heard me say on the podcast before that I have like witches that do my monthly spells and stuff like that.
Clearly, their success has nothing to do with God and everything to do with whoever those witches were praying to.
I had
This shit is extremely real, people. Just saying. For those of you in the fucking back there.
witches who did spell work for me.
Hired witches to do her spell work. Her words, not mine. Over the last month, over 200 million of you have watched videos either I created or other people have created online about the real Jelly Roll, jumping into the investigation of everything from the nose picking. Yes, he picked his nose and ate it while sitting behind the president, to the video of him bragging about his wife selling meow, to of course the now very viral video of Jelly Roll comparing him and his wife to Epstein and Ghislaine.
How did Jeffrey Epstein happen? Work and health. Just like Jeffrey Epstein, Ryan Upchurch has Jelly Roll and his wife to handle his dirty work.
There was an additional
What the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
controversy on that because he claimed he was reading a quote, but there was nothing in his hands and he wasn't reading anything. Oh, and he said it was something I had tweeted he was reading, except nobody had that tweet. And of course, this whole thing started when I publicly asked him if I can post the hush money deal that he had sent me. Hi, Jelly Roll! Bunny, who's always so outspoken and will go at anybody, refuses to comment directly about it. But of course, she's been found in the comment sections of her smear campaign crew, reposting more invented stories. It's crazy that they keep surrounding themselves with criminals who abuse women when they're saved. It's been noted that Jelly Roll's charitable donations only seem to be to purchase influence. And him getting that pardon from the governor is
Wow, yeah. This is fucking deep shit, man. You know, they get all this money, but it all has to go places for them to, you know, to look this way. So think about that, man. Think about that.
seeming sketchier and sketchier by the day. My DMs are full of other victims of Jelly Roll, Bunny, and their goon squad that are always around. We've had media reach out to me and try and buy the story, only for me to be warned that they're buying it to bury it. I didn't, so. Hidden camera footage has come out not once, not twice, but 3 times so far. I'm starting to think there's a lot more hidden camera footage of these people. Long story short, go watch episode 1 and 2 of the Jelly Roll Files, and of course go watch Cosplay Christian to laugh. Authorities are involved, investigators are involved, and now it's time for episode 3. We're gonna dive into that hush money deal they sent me that triggered this whole thing.
Well, here we go. It's the Nicole Arbor Jelly Roll Files. I wasn't even fucking, yeah, whatever. It's gonna be interesting. Let's see what she's got to say.
Clear?
So as I was saying, a snowy night, December 2024, I received a DM. Now when I clicked on that link and downloaded the video, what do you think I saw? I just sat there like, thank you, God. Thank you. After having people lie about me, lying about the most atrocious things that I never did, seeing video of that jelly, a room full of men who most of them had harassed me, either in person or online, threatened to hurt me, had done horrible things to me. Of course, I'd hear things like, you're crazy. These people don't even know each other. And then suddenly, here's a video of almost all the bad guys over the last few years sitting in a room together, like hitting camera footage from an evil villain lair. Oh, look, the guy who called me and told me not to go to court, or I would disappear.
People fuck with them, the city fucks with them.
Oh, look, there's the guy who threatened my business partner. How are ya?
I'll beat your billionaire friends up and rob them, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Smack the old lady in front of them, they fucking won't do shit. She fucking with the wrong one.
Gang's all here. Literally, gang. Oh, look, the guy that I had an order of protection and restraining order against. He's there too. Oh, everybody's here.
I look at you like I would hurt somebody over you.
Now, Nicole, I'm sure you just thought they were talking about you. They weren't actually talking about. They say my full name. Go ahead, roll the clip.
Nicole Arbor was
I was on the Bunny XO podcast. She took the raw footage of me on her podcast, never released the episode, by the way. She took that raw footage and had allegedly sold it to my stalkers. Wait, they talk about it right here.
just like she was willing to turn over Nicole Arbor's podcast immediately. I give her 10 grand. I said, why do you want money? She said, she's right now. Well, tell her don't put it out. We had this conversation.
Come on, Nicole, that thing at Virgin Hotel or the baseball game or whatever, that never happened. Jelly Roll didn't get in your face. If only there was a way to prove that he was doing this on behalf of and for the guy that I had an order of protection against and restraining order against and 2 court cases against, active court cases when he did these things. Here's him bragging about it.
Right, not only do I not let people laugh at you, bro, there's a video on the internet right now. We look at Nicole Arbor in the face with her camera.
Was that a charity event?
I see your camera. At a charity event.
Yeah, I just-
So when I see your camera, bitch, I don't care. You got a problem, my boy, you gotta go.
Oh, both cases were very valid. It was for defamation and copyright. These are things that happened. Wait. After threatening to murder me multiple times, is he on camera saying that the Morgan Wallen thing's not a problem, but the Nicole Arbor thing, me, I am the Nicole Arbor thing, is? And we saw how he took care of that after we've been told that he's hired someone to kill me. He's also saying he's gonna shoot somebody in that video. Ooh, he says a lot of stuff in that video.
And I never fuck with nobody, church, that I think you have real problems with. That Morgan shit doesn't seem like a real problem. Nicole Arbor was a real problem. We see how I handled that.
He says a lot of stuff in that video. It's so strange that the media, Opry, NFL, WWE, whoever else he's working with don't seem to care about these horrible things that have come out about Jelly Roll. It's given Diddy Epstein. I mean, he called himself Epstein. I'm just saying if the hey dude fits, it's weird. Name another celebrity that could have this amount of scandal and nothing is said. Plant. Industry. Plant.
Yeah, it's kind of wild, man. This stuff, I think it goes on. Boom.
I got this video sent to me. I'm like, and a couple hours later, I start getting messages. Apparently, Jelly Roll knows I got the footage and he's big scared. I mean, so scared he'd throw his phone in the river to destroy evidence. That'd be crazy. Except there's articles written about him throwing his cell phone in the river. His publicist must be dizzy from all that spinning because the articles that came out are like, Jelly Roll threw out his phone because he wants to go phone free. Or he was destroying evidence when he found out that someone he was planning to murder or had allegedly hired someone to murder them got hidden camera footage of him. Yes, this is tea. It got chilly now, but I like it like that. So these producers are like, hey, Jelly Roll's looking for your new number. Can I give it to him? To which I'm like, heck no. No, I've gone out of my way to make sure those people don't have my number. Do not give them my number now. He really wants to get a hold of you. He wants to make things right. Because, now he has this entire Christian I was saved persona coming out. Complete BS. This would not go well for his new Christian persona. I was like, hey, if he wants to make it right, that would be lovely. But I'm not contacting him. So I had my lawyer reach out to his. All the big lawyers already know each other. Ooh, and here comes the big, this is where it gets infuriating. Whoever's still on the Jelly Belly train after hearing everything him and his wife and their friends do so far, I don't know how you could be on it by the end of this part. It gets wild. So it's January 2025. My lawyer reaches out to Jelly Roll's lawyer and is like, hey, we represent Nicole. Heard Jelly Roll's looking for her and he wants to make it right for all the things that happened. That's when the game started. I took out the straw because I forgot that the straw would melt into it, and I used straws made out of corn, and I don't want my tea to taste like corn. I don't want corn tea. I honestly had a moment where I'm like, maybe he's a Christian now. Maybe he's Christian now, like he keeps telling the world.
Are you fucking kidding me? She must be blonde.
He feels bad about what he did and he wants to make it right. Wouldn't that be lovely? He wants to make it right. I assumed that he would apologize and probably throw me some kind of cash to make up for all the legal fees I had for absolutely nothing because of lies that his wife invented and all these other things. That's what I thought would happen. And frankly, if that would have happened like right away in January, that would have been fine. I know I've been diving into this, but I really would like to get on with my life now. Like I really liked the life I had constructed and built, and I would just like to go back into that lane and move forward. Boom.
Wow.
His lawyer tells my lawyer, hey, I had a quick chat with Jelly Roll's management and him and whatever, and we need you guys to send an actual formal letter. Then we can get this off to the rest of his team. They can prioritize it, take it more seriously, and settle this right away. I was like, why do they need a letter from us? You reached out to me. Why do you need a letter from us? This doesn't make any sense. This is the energy I had. My lawyer's like, Nicole.
Yeah, that's weird.
This is totally normal. If they want a formal letter, they may have to show that to someone at his label. They may have to show it to other people who are at play. We have no idea. So if they request a formal letter, like a demand letter, we send that. I was like, all right, you do your lawyering. Had nothing to do with me. They send the letter. After they get the letter, I think that's when they switched law firms to negotiate out a settlement with me. There was no go away, you're a liar, none of this ever happened. I was like, can you just apologize? Because like every day that goes by that people think I filed fake charges against men.
She has now dropped the charge because she should drop the charge.
All the other lies your wife and your minions spread.
Wow, that Candace Owens is a real piece of work too. We got to look into that one. She's no good. They're all no good. None of them.
About me. So every day that goes by and those live without being corrected, it's still hurting me. Like there's people in comment sections now, as people can see, that still think those things about me. So can you just apologize and then we'll negotiate whatever else there is? No. He can't do that. That's a PR nightmare. We had been dealing with more of his like business and transactional lawyer. Then they passed us over to more of his litigation attorney. Apparently, allegedly, he had a whole bunch of lawsuits going on against him. I bet he does. And so he had someone on retainer for this kind of thing. Pain in my butt. Now, with his new lawyer, total asshole by the way, wants a list of damages from me. And that list has to be everything I lost, that I know I lost, everything I might have lost, everything we think that I lost because of these rumors or damages or whatever could possibly be there. Can't you just say sorry and make me an offer and we can move on with our lives? No, they want to use some kind of lawyering to figure out exact numbers. And I'm like, okay. So I work for, I think it was weeks, to get these numbers together. They have calculations that lawyers do to come to a number. That number is going to piss everybody off. That number is going to piss everybody off. I think it was $11 million that I lost.
Wow. I believe her, man. Like, wow. And then not only the money that she lost from just the opportunities that she missed, but what about all the opportunities that could have come from those opportunities? You know what I mean? Wow.
Because of what they did. And these are the numbers that were calculated, that there was like some quantifying plug to it. This is not like reaching out of my butt number. This was like, hey, here's a contract. And then suddenly these rumors came out and they just disappeared. Hey, here's a TV show I was supposed to be on, for example. And then these rumors were sent directly to the producer. And then suddenly they're not going to work with me. It was that kind of stuff. It would be a fair assumption to think that these massive rumors commented below had something to do with that. So that number was around $11 million. We did not ask for $11 million. That was the number listed on the document that they requested. Again, at any point, he could just be like, I'm sorry, these things weren't true, and fix it.
Yeah,
I was asked what I want. What would make this right for me? What would fix this? I said, I need an apology. Public. Put it on your Instagram, your TikTok, whatever it might be. I need an apology. And I was very flexible with the language of that apology. I said we could say it was a miscommunication. You received bad information. I gave it every fluffy little twirl that I could possibly give it to make it, there was a mutual misunderstanding. We wish each other well. We're good to go. Go team. We apologize for anything that would have happened, whatever. I also asked for a $100,000 donation that would go towards a woman's shelter that helps women who are running from stalkers and harassment and abuse. Not money that I get. That would go directly directly to that shelter, a donation, and I said it could be both in my name and his name. Everybody feels good about this. Let's do that. When I tell you that Bunny, this is how sick these people are. They were like, oh, that's a good PR idea. They held on to my idea of that donation all the way to Thanksgiving. And then Bunny, this to me is so freaking sick. These people are so sick. Bunny calls Extra TV, who I was told was...
This is why I say to people, do not fucking engage.
paid to do this piece on Bunny.
Hey Extra, welcome to XO Studios. It has been complete chaos around here this morning.
There's a video of her packing up things.
Giving back is not just a one-day thing for Bunny. It's a mission of mercy. In her new book, Stripped Down.
She's putting together these packages to bring to the women's shelter for Thanksgiving dinner.
Doing the right thing is not always the easy thing. So Bunny and her team are providing the fixings for a Thanksgiving dinner here at the Mary Parish Center.
We provide housing and support services to survivors of interpersonal violence. So that is domestic violence.
Wow. Wow. I can't even... No, I can't believe it. That's why I say, do not fucking engage.
Violence, sexual assault, dating violence, stalking, and human trafficking.
And then she donated $25,000.
We're going to be doing a $25,000 donation for you guys.
Not the 100 that I wanted, $25,000 to the women's shelter, while her and her husband were still abusing me in the background. I had to be in hiding using a shelter like the one she's donating the money to.
Wow.
Because of the things they did to me and made up. She donated $25,000 for them on camera, of course. Here's her packing a pie sideways.
New book, Stripped Down.
Here's her packing a pie sideways. Do you see how they fucking said that? Do you see that? Do you not fucking see how blatant that is?
This story was on Extra, and then it was picked up by other media outlets, aka they paid for it to go to other media outlets, very likely. No one's just picking up that story. I had asked for that $100,000, and then whatever number we figure it.
Here's Bunny packing her pie sideways. Oh, fuck me, man.
Together, they'll move this along really fast. I'll get legal fees back to make up for what had been done, and I could make up for some of the crap that they had done, and we could just get on with our lives. I didn't have this number I was stuck on. I need to get this. I was just like, I need an apology. That's what I need. I can't move on with my life. Your crazies are going to keep coming at me until there's something online from you, Jelly Roll, that says, I screwed up. This wasn't true. And we're good now, so let's move on. Boom. If it's like what Bunny was putting online through her minions, she's not worth anything. We weren't going to give her nothing. Then why did your lawyers negotiate from January 2025 through February 2026? Constant communication with my lawyers. We negotiated everything from the exact words approved by Jelly Roll's PR to put in an apology. So it's like February, March, April, May. I'm still under the impression that we're just going through language of this apology, which is, again, if you're a Christian and you screwed up this bad and you damaged someone's life this bad and you scared them and you threatened to kill them and you had people coming after them and you hurt their reputation, you should want to apologize. And it's
not that hard to, we all fuck up, right? Wow. This is just crazy, man. And I gotta chalk it up to, I don't know, in my opinion, I guess the fame monster has completely engulfed the whole Bunny Roll camp. These people are past help.
Shouldn't be hard. Watch this. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I was at a different place in my life. I'm not that man anymore, and I didn't mean to hurt you. Here's what this is the important part too. Here's what I'm going to do to fix it. And to fix it, I asked for the apology because that's what I needed to be safe. So his crazies would stop coming after me. It was so simple. Mind you, his lawyers got paid by the hour. They were allegedly overheard at a meeting saying that they want to push this until it gets to court. They don't want a resolution. They don't want a settlement. They want to have to go to court because they'll make at least $1 million in legal fees before we ever get to trial. And I'm sitting here going, what trial? What are you talking?
Yeah,
What trial? My lawyers contact me one day, probably like first quarter of 2025, and they're like, "Cool, we just talked to their lawyer."
Her lawyers probably got bought off. Let's see. Sorry, I had to just say that before we figure it out.
And like a lot of your claims, they've passed the statute of limitations. So what? I'm not trying to make any claims. I'm not trying to take this to court. I don't want to go to court. What are we talking about here? They contacted me. They wanted to apologize and make it right. Why are we talking about the statute of limitation and claims? I understood the part about trying to tally up damages, possible damages, that kind of stuff to get a number in their head. Oh, cool. You guys care about being fair here and paying me back properly, whatever that might be. Cool. But now we're talking about statutes of limitations, which for those of you watching who might not know what that means legally the thing they did to me, let's say in 2021, I can no longer sue them for in 2024, 25. It's because the individual thing, it's been too long and you can't sue for that long after. Why are we talking about that? I thought you guys wanted to apologize and make it right. Oh, he has to be seen as a nice country boy who used to do bad stuff, but like a long time ago, and now he's a good man. If he apologizes now, then people will start looking into what he did to you, and that could bring up more stuff, and that's not going to be good for his Christian music career. I shit you not. That's
Wow, that's fucking crazy, man. All just to save his fucking bullshit image. And you all know it's bullshit. The guy's barely talented. He gets everything written for him, for fuck's sake. It's horrible. Just horrible.
what I was being told. And now your lawyer is sending me tolling agreements. So a tolling agreement, you sign it, it pauses any claims that you still may have. I still had claims from like 2023. For sure, all the crazy things Bunny said and did in 2023. I was asked for a copy of the contract of me being on the Dumb Blonde podcast. This is my warning to people. Do not go on the Dumb Blonde podcast.
All right, this is going out to specific dumb blondes that I may or may not be in contact with.
The contract that they have you sign, she could do anything with that footage. A little smarter, I had taken a photo of the contract and I wrote it's only for podcast promotion purposes only. There's a lot of technicalities in that because she didn't actually release the podcast. But the fact that we had to be arguing these little points, there's allegedly cameras, audio and video recording you, by the way. From the second you walk into their home, studio, whatever it might be, to me, it feels like a complete blackmail operation. But allegedly they have you sign that contract so they could do whatever they want with that footage. There seems to be a consistent pattern of people go on the Dumb Blonde podcast, and then there's some big smear campaign or something weird happens to them not long after. Whether they're being carried out of a bar looking lifeless, or they're suddenly in a giant smear campaign scandal, Brittany Furlan, or Bunny's just using them for controversy like she did with Farrah. I do not suggest anyone goes on the Dumb Blonde podcast because they have you sign this contract and they could use that footage for everything. In this case, she had allegedly sold the footage to my stalkers for $10,000, by the way. Stalkers that I had a restraining order against. Remember them? Those guys. So now I'm getting pissed. Being told, Jelly Roll's trying to get his pardon, so they don't want to bring up any controversy. And I'm like, cool, then just apologize. I won't say anything about the controversy, and we'll all move on. I stuck to the same thing the whole time. I need an apology, and then we can all move on. I could go back to my life before you crazy people drove a truck through it. Dealing with them in this was like being abused all over again. Some days they're calling me a liar. Some days they're offering money. Some days it's the statute of limitations. She's got no claims against them. Some days his lawyer said she overplayed her hand. This is all we're offering. Mother trucker, what? We're not playing a game here. This is him supposed to be being a good human being, the human being he pretends to be to the public, and fixing something he did. It was infuriating because of the lack of respect and the way that it was degrading.
Wow, it's almost unbelievable, but I believe every word of it. I mean, when I look at those people, this is exactly what I see. I don't know why other people don't see it, but dude, as soon as I take a look at Jelly Roll and his wife, I just see fucking train wreck. That's all I see. I don't know how anyone can fucking not see that, but I digress.
Which should have been a coming together, shaking hands, and it's all good, turned into me realizing that the whole Christian thing was 100% an act. He's a horrible person. He's worse than I even thought he was. And this is going to continue. He's going to keep being like this. How many more people are they doing this to right now? I'm not going to lie to you guys. Not that I would, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. When I saw him with the Pope, I cried. I was like, this is the most evil thing I've encountered on this planet, shaking hands with the Pope. I grew up with photos of the Pope in my school, in my grandparents' homes. This is my religion. This is...
Yeah, well, it shows you how little she knows herself. There's a whole reason he's shaking hands with the fucking Pope, man. Come on. Holy fuck it. You know... I can't.
These are my people. This is what I stand for. This is what I believe. He's violated all of it. And here he is standing there with the Pope. To me, he is the new Diddy.
Dude, see, this is where, like, the Pope is fucking Diddy. You know, this is where, to me, this is where this is dangerous. Because, so, Nicole's here, in my opinion, Nicole's got a very valid reason, all this stuff. But now she's defending the Pope. Like, come on, man. This is fucked up. Really. Because, you know, we all know about the Pope. There's a black Pope and a gray Pope. You know? Come on. The whole Jesuit, like, just don't even get me started. Anyways, let's continue. Interesting.
/ Epstein. And here he is shaking hands with the Pope. I felt like I was, like, losing my religion. Whoa. Shout out R.E.M. song. I was like, the bad guys keep winning. What is the point of being good? And thank God I have an amazing fiance who would just like open the Bible, go back to scripture. He's like, Nicole, we are staying good. These are games that evil plays, that the devil plays. We are not playing them with them. We are just going to stay the course. That's very hard sometimes. This was one of those times. They added so much insult.
Yeah, I feel her on that. It's sometimes hard to just not let the demons out or in.
To injury, it was mind-blowing. So we moved forward into a meeting about a settlement. I was given 2 different days that we could possibly have a meeting about a settlement. One of those days, Jelly Roll couldn't be there because he's so busy. Jelly Roll's so busy, so he can't be there that day, but he's going to send his representatives to have the meeting with you, okay? And my lawyers. Or I could wait way longer, and then he'd actually be there. As much as I wanted to, like, face him, I don't want to be around him. I'll take the day where he can't even be there. I don't even care. They can Zoom him. It's fine. It was probably like August 2025. We have this meeting with his lawyers and his team, and I can hear his team screaming at the top of their lungs. Long story short, I'm offered a sum of money and an apology and the $100,000 donation in my name. Amazing. Why did we have to have this meeting? Like, we could have just done that on an email in January. Your lawyer sure did make a lot of money though, right? Yeah. By the way, for me to go to this meeting, I had to hire security guards. I was freaking terrified. I was like, wow, this is a perfect time for them to take me out if they wanted to, because that's exactly what they said they were going to do, and we're going to go to court. So I was very scared and had to have armed security, and it was a thing. So I'm offered a sum of money. It wasn't life-changing money by any means. It was let's move on money. Next day or day after, I get a call. They lowered the amount of money. I'm like, why? His lawyer's playing games, and they lowered the amount of money they're going to give you because they think you'll take it. At the same time, he's standing there with Brandon Lake going, hallelujah. They're pulling away money from one of their victims to make up for what they did. I'm not getting paid on this. I wasn't making money. I was just replenishing what I had to pay because of what they did to me. And after we already had an agreement the day before, they're like, no. We'll try and make her take this now. And if she doesn't take it right now today at this exact moment, then maybe we'll pull it all away. What's wrong with you people? That's when I really started to get like in my heart, like, wow, these are evil people. They're not sorry at all. This is evil.
Yeah, it's just another fucking game, man. Wow, what a trip.
Money. And I thought about like what my family's been through, my friends have been through, people who've protected me have been through. And I'm like, okay, get it drawn up. I'll sign it today. Let's get it done. Of course, they dragged it out, and more tolling agreements had to be signed. And, oh, Jelly Roll's very busy. He hasn't had time to look at this thing yet. To me, your nonsense is not that important. To me, my safety is the number one important thing. And you apologizing and putting out that there was a misunderstanding or whatever it is what will make me safe. Why won't you let me be safe? We have already established you put me in danger. Allegedly, Bunny said no. We're not apologizing to her. We're not giving her anything, and we're not donating anything in her name. After we already had a verbal agreement and his lawyer was drawing up the contract. There's so many contracts sent to me, I lost count. It seems like they always tried to trick me in the contracts that they would send over. They'd hide things like, I have to indemnify them, all their friends, their associates, my stalkers, any of their friends who made up crazy things about me that were obviously paid to do so, apparently, allegedly, right? We all know. I had to indemnify my stalkers. My soul was not okay with that. I could also never talk about what happened, what they did, what their friends did, any of it, for this sum of money, charity donation, and an apology. One version gets sent to me and I'm like, okay, we're good? This is it? Okay, great. Wait, there's no apology in this. Did they take the apology out? They took the apology out. Whoop, we tricked her. We took the apology out, and then she's not going to have an apology and she won't be safe. Around Christmas time last year, it got to the point where they just kept playing games. They were so rude in the emails. His lawyer was like, she's trying to extort us. I'm like, you called me, idiot. Idiot. You called me. How am I extorting you? I didn't say you have to give me this or else. It was just more abuse and games and gaslighting and BS and Jelly Roll's so important. He doesn't have time to sign it today. I heard for 2 weeks that Jelly Roll is trying to sign this agreement. He's just so busy. Meanwhile, his
It's because Bunny has his balls in a fucking vice. That's why.
wife is live streaming with them at home, doing nothing, sitting on the couch. They're hoping to like wear me down until I would take like pennies. Dick, you dick. I love imagining the lawyer watching Cosplay Christian. Did you say I was?
Oh yeah. I had a thumbnail for this, actually. I just didn't get it sent to me.
Out of cards in my hand? I didn't play them well. Huh. I was mistaken on this part in one of my other videos. I got two of the contracts mixed up. In this one, that I sign and is sent to them for them to countersign. Again, their lawyer created this contract and sent it to me to sign. That's how contracts like this happen. The first person signs and the people who created the contract sign last. We're waiting. Their lawyer assures us over and over and over. They're signing. Jelly Roll just doesn't have a phone. He's not answering his phone calls. He's acting like his client has just gone rogue. They can't get a hold of him. Meanwhile, they're live streaming. They're right there. I read back through this agreement and I'm like, holy shit. This agreement indemnifies all the bad guys. This agreement does not have an apology in it. This agreement is take some money and shut the F up forever. I emailed my lawyer and I took my name off that thing. I was like, no, remove my name from that. I do not agree to that. I was like, we need answers on this. If you don't hear from them by this time, take my name off that thing. This is ridiculous. Jelly Roll's lawyer writes snarky email back. Oh, she took her name off of it. Blah, blah, blah. I'll have to ask my client if they're even willing to settle at this point. Shut the fuck up. This is the first time I'm really going to swear to camera in this series. You're a bad person. Some people will be like, oh, wait, he was the lawyer that helped free Britney. No, he was the lawyer that made a ton of money off of Britney and her case. That's what really happened there. He got paid either way, which is kind of like this whole, like, I want to push them to court because I make $1 million in legal fees from Jelly Roll.
Yeah, there should be there's a warm place for all lawyers.
No matter what. Allegedly. Right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, dickwad. So now we're into January. They're still negotiating. February 11th, I believe it was. I was told the real deal would be sent to me now to sign. It's ready to go. Here you go, Nicole, sign the deal. I look at the deal and attached to the deal is an email. Ooh, it's a really rude email. Now they want to pay me a little bit of money when we sign. And then a year from now, if I haven't said anything, because they have to protect this cosplay Christian thing, he's going to be on these TV shows with kids. He was with the Pope. They got to protect his image. So a year from now, if I don't say anything, then they'll give me more money. No. I don't know everybody's religion. But for me, I consider myself Christian. I grew up Catholic. over the whole year that this was going on. I would ask about it. I would pray about it. I would think about it. I would wait for messages about it. And every single time I would hear, no, don't do it. If I signed that deal, they could have done anything to me in that year. They could have had their friends smear me again, and I couldn't say anything. If I even tried to defend myself, I would have to pay them money each time I tried to defend myself. I could never tell my story. No one would ever know what happened to me. But it wouldn't be corrected that I never...
Wow, that's fucking crazy. That's just absolutely crazy. So you got to watch that there, kiddies, when you go sign your little contracts to get your bag.
Or did any of these things they did because they took the apology out as well. So now we were at no apology. Money spaced out over an entire year. That would feel like they owned me. Their friends could keep doing anything to me and there's nothing I could do about it from then on. Oh, and they took out the donation to the charity.
Of course they did.
I started hearing, cosplay Christian, keep playing victim, time to flip the table on your lies. Up to the very last moment, I was like, I will keep the hope that this person has turned into who they are pretending that they are to the public and that they are going to make this right. I got tears coming right now.
See, that's the thing too. People, and I say this, people are beautiful, intelligent, diverse, creative, wonderful beings. But as a collective, they are fucking stupid.
It's like a righteous anger. Whew. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you do all these things to me, to other people? How dare you pose as a Christian, as a person of God, as a person who's converted and is a good person now? How dare you offer to make things right with me? Someone that I didn't even know you, that you victimized for 5 years? How dare you offer to make things right, only to be a complete piece of garbage the entire time again and continue to victimize me the entire time? And then Bunny has her garbage criminal friends posting a copy of that one that I did sign but pulled my name off of. I have the email to prove that that's what happened. I'll just do that. Let's just look at the date that one was signed. She tells her friends to put on the internet.
Yeah, because remember, Mr. J.D. DeLay, he went on a big Nicole Arbor fucking bashing trip too.
They were never going to pay me anything. They weren't negotiating, blah, blah, blah. Sweet Pea, are you claiming that your lawyer negotiated in bad faith in California for an entire year? If you never had any intention of settling this and you were trying to just get me to sign an agreement so you could put it on the internet one day, I think the bar is going to want to hear about that. I don't know why anyone would do business with you, your husband, or that lawyer again. You didn't want your followers to know that you sent me another agreement in February. You guys were still hoping to shut me up in February. The problem is what you sent me in February was a hush money deal. That's a hush money deal. Take this money and shut up. And when I saw the email from your lawyer and there's still threats, it's still a do this or else. Do this or we'll sue you. For what? We'll sue her for anything. They could sue me for whatever they feel like. It's called lawfare. It's a form of financial abuse. It's where people will sue you for literally anything. You can make up anything. I could say, you there watching this, you stole my dog and cut its hair and I'm suing you for it. I don't even have to have a dog. It doesn't even have to have hair. I could sue you for that tomorrow, and legally you're going to have to respond to my lawsuit. You're going to have to pay for a lawyer all the way until we go through. Well, we're going to have to go to court, and you're going to have to prove you don't have a dog. Even if you're like, this is complete BS, you still have to hire a lawyer and go to court and prove it's complete BS. And they drain your bank accounts. It's a form of abuse. It happens a lot. This is what bad guys do to their victims. It was said over and over that he's losing a ton of weight. So when these videos come out about him, he won't look like that anymore. And he could be like, oh, that was a long time ago. It was less than a toddler ago. These things happened after he was saved. When I saw that last email from their lawyer, it was rude, it was condescending, it was threatening, it was still playing games. It hit me. No. No. No.
Wow, this is a fucking crazy story, man. It's, yeah. I'm not surprised, though. It does not surprise me. It does not surprise me.
They're not sorry. Sorry for my Canadian friends. They're gonna do this again because they absolutely learned nothing and they are not sorry. Sorry for my American friends. I said no. My lawyers were like, do you want us to go back and see if we can? I'm like, no, we're done here. And I keep saying this, but everybody's like, how does Epstein and Weinstein and Cosby and whatever else happen over and over and over? It's because people knew. People knew they were pieces of shit and they did nothing. It would feel like I was paid for them to abuse me if I took that money. Like I was part of one of those weird freaking parties in Dubai if I took that money from them. The fact that they're building an addiction center and mental health facility on their property is so sickening when they are the reason I had to go into a mental health facility for PTSD. It's them. They're the reason directly. My DMs are full of their victims. This isn't old, this is current stuff. We're gonna build this facility with, I'm sure, cameras and recording devices around the whole thing. People will go there at their lowest. They will divulge their worst secrets, the most horrible things they've ever experienced in their life, and they're gonna have footage of it. They're gonna have footage of it. They're gonna know people's deepest, darkest secrets. They're gonna have access to people at their lowest and most impressionable, and they have proven over and over again that they are not responsible with any kind of power whatsoever. I don't believe those people will be helped. I believe those people will be abused. And I talked to some people that I respect very much, and they had said, women, by the way, they said over and over that it never works out for women who are like a whistleblower or like coming out as an abuse victim or something like that. It doesn't work out for them. I was like, yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that for me. I just want to go on and do my stuff and have my life. I don't want that at all. But I couldn't do it. You mocked my religion. You've mocked my God. You've mocked me. You've mocked goodness. You've mocked justice. You've spit in the face of everything that is good. You've spit in my face. I couldn't let you get away with it. Call it God, Allah, Buddha, the flying spaghetti monster, spirit, whatever resonates to you. But that thing in the sky told me to pick up my flaming sword and go. I was like, God, why me? Why do I have to be the one to do this? To go after these freaking demons? And he's like, because it's your assignment.
You know something?
And
she's not exactly wrong when she's saying that kind of stuff. I'm just saying, man, she's not wrong when she's saying this. I still think the Pope is a fucking piece of shit, but she's not wrong when she's saying this.
Knew it was true. Call me the K-pop demon hunter because these are demons and I had to go after them. When I started this, when I put out Cosplay Christian and I started to make my videos, I was like, I know I'm going to get hate. I know they're going to say nasty things about me. There was AI porn released of me within a day, like hours actually. I hope now you understand a bit more about Jelly Roll and Bunny and their group of friends and who the Cosplay Christian really is in real life. The second I started telling the real story, they did another smear campaign on me, exactly as they had done in the past. Bunny starts posting her weird lip-syncing videos threatening again. These people haven't changed at all. They have political ties and more money now, which makes them scarier and more of a threat to society. They are the opposite of all things good in the world. They promote using women's bodies and porn and escorting as if it's a good thing. 7 deadly sins is how they got rich. The idea that a little kid could be wearing a Jelly Roll shirt and knowing what that really stands for was so sick to me. And here's the thing. People are always like, oh, if I knew something, I would say something. Say something then. Oh, yeah. I've given you all the tools and the opportunity. Feel free, clip any of my videos that I made. Get the word out. Jelly Roll is the new wolf in sheep's clothing. He's coming for you. He's coming for your mental health. He's coming for your sobriety. Opening a bar when you promote sobriety, they are evil, evil. Remember, we are the media. When you see something, say something. Put it online. And to the MAGA people watching this, I'm addressing you specifically because you're the first ones that'll be like, oh, they haven't released the Epstein files. Get them. There's all this bad stuff going on in the world and we have to stop it. Stop it. I'm showing you who the bad guy is. Stop him. Put your money where your mouth is and stop him. Stop going to his concerts. Stop streaming his music. Stop supporting him on WWE. Tell FIFA World Cup you want nothing to do with that garbage song. Why does a song for the World Cup sound like a slave owner's anthem? It does. You can hear chains. Why do I hear chains? Never felt so free before. It sounds like a slave song. He's tricking Christians to make money off them. He's tricking the mental health community to make money off them. He's tricking the sober community while having a bar. He didn't rehabilitate. He just got a publicist. I don't want to forget to say this. Every single person who has sent me a message saying, I believe you. I'm losing my voice, I'm sorry. To every single person who has sent me a message saying, I believe you.
Oh.
I didn't know I needed to hear that. But it...
Wow, you know something? And yeah, good. Dude, as kind of quirky and weird as this chick is, just saying my own opinion, and you know, I'm not trying to shame her or nothing. I'm just whatever. I just, but yeah, I believe her too, man. I do. I don't think she's talking shit, and she's pretty much put it all out there. Just saying.
I feel like I'm gonna go Super Saiyan. I feel like Mario just got the star. I feel like a white girl hearing Black Eyed Peas at a wedding. Tonight's gonna be a good night.
No.
Thank you.
But she does do good edits.
You're the best. That's the end of my story.
She's a pretty good editor, though, too. I'd like to see a little more psychedelic stuff in it, but all in all, crazy story. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, I'll talk to you later.